Hello students, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and today in this video I am going to teach you a beautiful poem written by an American poet, Robert Frost, and the name of the poem is Fire and Ice. Yes, so let's come and understand the poem. As already I told you about Robert Frost, that he was born on 26th March 1874 and died on 29th January 1963. Fire and Ice is an extremely compact little lyric, but it has deep meaning. Dear students, everything that exists today has an end. The poet also believes that this world will end someday, and humans will be the agent of their own destruction, in one way or another. He has compared desire to fire and hate to ice. Frost turns fire and ice into symbols of two different sides of human beings, the passionate and the rational. Frost seems to believe that since both have the power to destroy human beings, so the debate posed by the poem, how the world will end, is basically irrelevant. The need of the hour is to figure out what needs to be done to save it. In a sense, the title ironically understates Frost's real concerns. Now let's come and discuss the theme of the poem. The main theme of Fire and Ice is that human emotions are destructive when allowed to run unbridled. When it becomes unwanted, when you have unwanted desire, then comes the destruction. They can destroy a person morally, mentally and physically. In this poem, Frost points out that humans will be the agents of their own destruction, one way or another. He seems to compare desire to fire and hate to ice. Both desire and hate are represented by physical forces that lead to our extinction. We must interpret desire to be something like greed, perhaps for natural resources, oil, fresh water, natural gas, and so on, since nations come into conflict repeatedly over these basic resources. And why nation? We see the conflict in between the families, in between the relations. So there are conflict everywhere, and this will become the main reason of destruction. Now students, let's come and understand the poem. Now, I am going to read the first stanza of it. Some say that world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So here what poet is saying, that there is a contradiction between some people, because some people believe that this world will end due to fire. Here fire does not mean आग. यहाँ world जो है वो आग से खत्म नहीं होगा. Here fire means unwanted desire, unwanted passion, unwanted love, emotions. So the world will soon end due to unwanted and unbridled emotions and passion. And some people believe that world will end in ice. Ice here means hate, that there will be too much hate, there will be no love between humans, and that will be the cause of humans' death and destruction. But what poet believes? It is written in third line. From what I have tasted of desire, means what poet wants to say here, what he has experienced. I have tasted of desire. So here what poet has tasted, what poet has experienced? Poet has experienced desire. It means poet has experienced unwanted love or unwanted greed. It may be anything. So the poet is quite experienced about fire, because desire represents fire. So poet is quite experienced about desire. I hold with those who favor fire, and I hold with those means that poet supports the people who favor that world will end in fire, or world will end due to unwanted desire or unbridled greed. Now students, let's come and understand the rhyme scheme of this stanza. So just come to the first line and focus on the last word of it. It's fire, F-I-R-E, fire. So we'll name it A. Similarly, come to the second line and just mark the last word of it, ice. Ice is not rhyming with fire, so we'll name it B. Then third line, desire. So desire is rhyming with fire. Desire is rhyming with fire, so we'll name it A. Now the last line, I hold with those who favor fire. Again fire is there, so again it will be A. Remember students, when you are going to find out the rhyme scheme, you have to focus on the rhyme, on the rhyming of the last word. Like fire is rhyming with desire, so we'll give the name A. Then ice, B, it is not rhyming here, so we have named it B. And then fire again. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, A. Got it? Now we'll understand the second stanza. So before going to the second stanza, let's come and discuss some questions of this stanza. We are going to do reference to context. Now here some say that world will end in fire. What is suggested by fire? What is suggested by fire? In the beginning I told you that fire here means desire. So what is suggested by fire? Desire. Unwanted lust, unwanted greed is suggested by fire. So this is the answer of this question. Now second question is, what does ice represent? So ice represents coldness and hatred. Now you may get the question for 1 mark, that what is the rhyme scheme of this stanza. Just now we have done. The rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, A. Okay, simply you have to write in this way. The last question is, what is the figure of speech which is used in this stanza or in these lines? So which figure of speech is used here? Here we can see that anaphora is used. So what is anaphora? Anaphora is the repetition of a word or phrase at the beginning of successive lines. So what is anaphora? Anaphora is the repetition of the words or phrase at the beginning of successive lines. And here in these lines we can say the word some say is repeated in line 1 and line 2. So here which figure of speech we have? We have anaphora. Now we'll study second stanza of this poem. Now come and read these lines. But if it had to perish twice. Now here it refers to world. Here it refers to world. But if it had to perish. Now what is the meaning of perish? Perish means die or to destroy. So if it had to perish, or if it had to end, we can call it end also. Perish means die, destroy or end. So if world had to die twice, perish twice, I think, I refers to poet Robert Frost. I think I know enough of hate. So the poet is saying that there is too much hate in this world, and for that destruction, ice is enough. Ice means hate. Hatred is enough to destroy the world. To say that for destruction, ice is also great. Here is also great means ice is also enough to cause destruction. So hate, ice means here hatred among people, conflict between relations, that is enough to cause destruction and the end. And would suffice. Suffice means enough. So hatred is enough to end this world or to bring the destruction of this Mother Earth. Let's come and discuss the rhyme scheme. So in the first line, toys, first line of the second stanza, toys. So toys is rhyming with ice, and already we have named it B. So again we'll write B. Hate, it is a new word, so it's not rhyming with any of the word, so we'll name it C. So hate, it will be C. Hate, it will be C. To say that for destruction, ice, again, so B. Is also great, that is rhyming with hate. Great is rhyming with hate, so C. And suffice is rhyming with I. Is the rhyme scheme of second stanza, that is B, C, B, C, B. Okay. So I hope that you all have understood the poem. Now let's come and discuss the question answers of this stanza. So the first question is, what is referred to as it? So I have already told that it refers to world. It refers to world. Now the second question is, what has the speaker seen enough of? What has the speaker seen enough of? He has seen enough of hatred. He has seen, the poet or the speaker says that he has seen enough hate. The speaker says that he has seen enough of destruction that is caused by hate. Now the third question is, in what context does the speaker use the word ice? And the answer is, the speaker seems to perceive hate as being icy and cold. For our unbridled or unwanted, uncontrolled and unchecked passions, desires, lust, aggression, greed. So here fire represents our unwanted greed, desire, lust and our aggression, and which is enough to destroy the whole world. Similarly, cold reasoning devoid of all human warmth, love, sympathy will bring insensitivity, cruelty and rigidity. So people will stop feeling for others. This hatred will lead to the end of this world. So this is the message that poet wants to convey through his poem. Now students, let's come and discuss the poetic devices of this poem. The first poetic device is symbolism, and that is the key of this poem. Why? Because here the author makes fire as a symbol of desire, greed, passion, and ice is a symbol of hate or hatred. When the speaker relates fire to desire and ice to hatred, I knew that fire and ice are symbols for human behavior and emotions. Second is imagery. A deeper meaning in this poem. For example, fire means feeling of heat, burning and pain. Ice means coldness and hatred. These images appeal to our sense of touch and vision. So here we have imagery. Then third one is anaphora. Already I had explained anaphora to you. So the repetition of the word is there. The repetition of the word is there in the same lines, like some say, some say. So that is the condition of anaphora. So thank you students. I hope that you like my video, you'll understand it, and do subscribe my channel for my upcoming videos. And if you like my videos, please share it and help your friends, and we'll meet you soon in my next video. Thank you very much. Enjoy yourself and love your parents. Bye bye.